Alright, welcome back to Roguetech, and welcome back to the Challenge Run MkII. Alright, so as I said last time, we're going to drop on this 2.5 skull mission. We're going to largely use our light mechs, and we are going to have a good time before we jump ship to another planet and see about, I don't know, maybe a 4-skull planet? I'm still hesitant to go to any sort of like 5-skull plus territory just because I don't want to deal with the airstrikes. Alright, Orcus Commando. Judith was Irby, D-Daw was Oz Scout. We're at 15 missions. What do we get at 20? Plus 1 probe, plus 15% vision sensors. It's not great, but it's something. And who do we want to put on the Locust this time? I mean, we've got another Locust in the works, so it actually makes sense to have multiple Locust pilots. Which is cool, because we already have several people on the Locust over the course of... Yeah. Ether was on the Locust for 1 mission. Optio was on the Locust for 2 missions. And then I think Sen was also... No, Sen was Firestarter Oz Scout. So we've got like 3 Mechwarriors that we've started training on the Locust. In any case, 1 skull, our 1-star Lance, 2.5 skull mission. Let's go. Alright. 2.5 skull battle. Should be 1 Lance, unless they have reinforcements. But usually this mission type is pretty good about just having the 1 Lance.
I hated my childhood.
So we've got a Cicada and 5 light mechs against 1 Lance. You can drop here. You can drop over here. There is kind of a place here we can't drop, so there might actually be a secondary Lance. That would be kind of bad, actually. Also, it's a nighttime mission, so anyone and everyone who does not have night vision is going to have god-awful hit chances. Let's go ahead and drop right up here on the ridge with them. Get things started. And... wow, I can't even drop in the forest. Okay, I'll drop in the forest back here and run up the road then. And last but not least, Locust. Alright. So there should be... that partial ridge line should at least prevent direct line of sight. Alright,
Standing by.
like, I really need to get evasion. If they get a shot on me when I have no evasion, I'm in trouble. So I just immediately need to push.
Just running.
And I see a Manticore and an Urban Lord? What? Isn't that a heavy? I mean, yeah, it only has 2 weapons. But that's a heavy. Sorry for the VTOL outside. Yeah, that's, that is a heavy. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Can't EWS ping anyone, can't shoot anyone, so... there's the commando standing out in the open.
Good to go.
Okay, I can get 8 evasion and shoot him, I think I saw somewhere. No. I can get 7 evasion cover and shoot him. Now seeing how far away they are, my only concern is if the Urban Lord is an artillery piece. Which it might be. The ballistic might be a sniper artillery or a howitzer, or worst case scenario, a hellstorm. So I kind of do need to scatter. I wish I could get a shot. I mean, it's obstructed. You know what? Yeah, let's get evasion. Oh, there's also a stealth hunchback. Good to know. Yeah, 44.7s I'll take.
Roger that.
Gonna save the rockets till I either have a better hit chance or am closer or both. Here's the Manticore. Firing indirectly. Okay. Luckily it was just Swarm, so lots of little damage instances. So I can take Hunchback parts. And I would not say no to another Hunchback. But at the same time... Yeah, it's a 25% on the large X pulse, so I'm just going to shoot my mines roughly in the direction of the Hunchback and hope that I did a decent job of surrounding him.
I'm out of SRMs.
Alright. So we've got 3 evasion on the Oss Scout.
Yes, Commander.
And again, I kind of want to scatter in case that's an artillery Irby.
Firing a full
We're not generating the heat, so we might as well go Alpha. I could have also gone EWS.
Missed.
That might have been the better option, especially if it turns out the Hunchback's in range. Oh! That's not an artillery piece. Really?
Yep.
What was that laser? Yeah, well,
Just running.
I mean, it's a thing I can shoot at. 12%. Let's go.
Shot.
4 damage.
Yes, Commander.
Heck yeah, that's how we win these.
Full speed, no target.
Alright. But in all seriousness, first of all, hit chance is bad with only the medium lasers. EWS ping is out of range. Ooh. Okay. 20 damage, I'll take it.
Receiving you.
Yeah, we don't have much in the way of night vision. So our only option in this battle is to get close. But once we do get close,
Firing on target.
we still miss. I mean, it was a coin flip, so
Negative
it's
damage.
fine.
I'm your spaniel.
Yeah, I kind of want to get away from the Hunchback and the Urban Lord. Especially now that I know that it's a direct fire ballistic. See, here's the thing. I can EWS ping and definitely hit the Hunchback. I think that's going to be more impactful.
I've got a sensor lock.
Wait, what? Hold on. It didn't... Where'd the Hunchback go? Wow. What? Excuse me? What was that?
Waiting for orders.
Okay, so I can get behind the Hunchy,
Copy.
and I will. I completely missed with the mines, but his cinder torso structure is half gone already. So
Taking the shot.
if I can get through his...
That one's gone.
I'm really sad to see the
SRM.
Exchanger Double Plus
Out.
destroyed. I'm really sad to see the Exchanger Double Plus
Commander.
destroyed. But that is a stealth Hunchback down. Good deal.
Roger that.
Good deal. And yeah, the EWS ping definitely hit him, which is the reason why we were able to have such a high hit chance against the Hunchback.
Short-range missiles are out.
Because if you can completely negate their stealth mechs generally don't have, you know, that much in the way of tonnage to work with, so they often lack armor compared to, you know, something that doesn't use stealth.
Standing by.
Are you serious? Oh, come on. Come on. fine. I don't want to run through the minefield, so I kind of have no choice but to go around. Although I can EWS ping again.
Sensors locked on.
And we know he loses evasion because the first sensor lock told us.
Ready to get it on.
And yeah, this Urban Lord. Gauss Cannon 20 and a Grazer Large. That's scary. That's scary. Yeah, I don't know how I want to deal with that, really. But, I'm going to sprint over to this side. We're going to kill the Elite Manticore, then we're going to figure out what to do about the Urban Lord. Active probe.
Got a sensor lock.
Alright, so I think he should be at 0 evasion.
Commander?
Just in time for us to run up into his back with some medium lasers and a large laser.
Roger that.
Nice.
Aye, aye.
Garrison is not going to run through the minefield. Garrison is going to wait until the Urban Lord does something and then start going to deal with him.
Orders.
Medusa. Yeah, I'm really regretting those mines now. Terrible place to drop them. Alright.
Standing by.
Yeah, you're going to reserve. Enemy turn. Oh, wow. The Elite Manticore actually has some pretty good initiative. Okay.
Got something you want done?
I could either run through 46 mines or not get a shot on him this round. Alright, let's
I'm already there.
let's forego shooting him this round. I mean, he already got his evasion back anyway,
Yes,
so
Commander.
it's fine. We can get behind him and shoot him with the Scout, though. Excellent. 80 damage pinpoint. If it hits... Nah, even if it... Yeah.
Got the angle.
That's not a kill. But it is 80 damage, so I'll take it.
Receiving you.
Arcus... So, I'm hoping that the Gauss Cannon 20, whatever that is, has a minimum range.
Ready for orders.
Because I'm going to try to get in close. I'm going to try to get in close and see if that works.
Confirmed.
And if it doesn't, hopefully my evasion does its job. Yeah, perfect hit chance. Cool.
Confirmed.
Okay. I should have waited for the Irby to take its turn. I said I was going to do that, and then I didn't. Okay. Only took 15 damage. Good.
Systems. Mess them up.
Awaiting orders.
But yeah, I said I was going to do a thing, and then I didn't do the thing, and then it cost me.
Confirmed.
Ah, the life of talking instead of thinking. Almost. Not enough. I actually should have probably gone offensive push there just to deny him initiative. Because one initiative, I think, would have actually given me the chance to act with everyone else.
Internal structure damage. Ready for orders.
Or at least most everyone else. I mean, yeah.
Acknowledged.
He's gotta die eventually, right?
Got the angle. Taking the shot.
Okay. Structure exposed, engine core crit,
Yeah,
and rockets for the win.
I copy. On your tail.
Nope,
Receiving you.
not enough. Large X pulse for
I
the win.
copy. Target lock on
Yes,
enemy's rear.
okay. Alright. Now let's see how our Cicadas
Hostile
duel
eliminated.
with the Urban Lord is going. Okay, so far so good.
What do you need?
I definitely want 6 at least. preferably 7 or 8. Yeah, 7, cover, shooting him in the back.
Double time. Let's go.
That's a plan. That is a plan.
Target locked. On it.
But he does have a lot of
I'm
armor.
receiving you.
Try to get in position to EWS ping him. Alright, boom.
Sensors locked on.
And also possibly crest the ridge and shoot him in the back.
Aye, aye.
Okay, where's his back? His back is over towards my cicada. So, yeah, no. I could EWS ping,
Yes,
actually.
Commander.
I could EWS ping. Okay, so I can't actually go that way. Alright. So if I position any of my light mechs where he can shoot them with, you know, 2 evasion, it's going to end really badly. Garrison actually needs to wait for him to act so that I can actually get
What's up,
appropriate initiative, or not initiative, evasion.
Yeah.
Deuce is back over here. Alright.
Aye, aye.
D-Daw. D-Daw is also going to reserve.
Waiting for the right move.
Reserving.
Copy that.
Well, what turn is he? He is turn 12.
Waiting to pounce.
Yeah. So the EWS ping was kind of wasted. But I have more, so... Ooh, okay. 24 damage. Yeah, I need to get my lights in there.
Reporting light damage. Waiting for orders.
I need to get my lights in there. I mean, even with cover, if that laser hits, it's gonna hurt. But I can get
Going full
I can get
throttle.
4 and cover. Take a shot for like 60 damage. Yeah. Okay. All right. It missed. That's fine.
No joy.
If I had to choose a mech to lose, it would probably be the Locust.
Roger.
If not the Locust, then probably the Oz Scout.
Good to go.
I think I'm gonna get in position with the fire starter out of line of
Roger.
sight
Full speed.
and try to EWS ping. Ah, he's not in range, is he? No, he's just barely out of range. Okay.
Aye, aye.
But the next turn I'll be able to pop out with the fire starter and hopefully shoot him in the back. The problem with Urbies, whether it be urban mechs or urban lords, is that, yeah, they can fire facing any direction. So it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter at all what direction you're positioning yourself in.
Affirmative.
Is that within range? Yeah, I think so.
Got a lock.
Beautiful. Alright, but since he can fire any direction, it doesn't matter where you position. Alright, that's fine. Get my C3 online. And shoot him in the back some more.
See how you handle this. Waiting for orders.
Garrisoned. Again, I want 6 at least. 7 is better. Okay.
On my way. Double time.
I'm gonna go 7, no cover, but vigilance. And fire. Okay, he's finally open.
Let's do it. Ready for orders.
Can I kill him before he acts? He's turned 13. But nobody else is going to be able to get behind him other than our Cicada and our Commando. But we could potentially kill It's an engine XL, so all we have to do is take the side, but that takes 92 damage. You know what? It's too risky to stand and shoot. Right? Wait, I can melee him? Huh. Okay. Ah, okay. So, the Gyro XXL, if we crit it out, he will be unsteady, but that doesn't really matter. He has improved heavy jump jets. The Gauss cannon is in his right arm, and Gauss ammo doesn't cook off, so there is 0 chance of us actually getting an ammo explosion. The only way we'd be able to crit him out and destroy him is if we did crit the XL engine. I mean, I'm really not comfortable only getting 2 evasion, so let's get back 3 evasion and cover and shoot him in the back. Okay.
Got it, Commander.
Okay, that's a crit on his gyro.
Take that.
Alright.
Yes, Commander.
Again, not going to use our cicada yet. Or do we, actually? No, we can get 7 and height. Yeah, 7 height, cover, shoot him in the back. Beautiful.
Target lock on.
I will absolutely take that. Engine crit. Okay.
Standing by.
See, at this point, if I attack him, I won't be able to accomplish much. No, I need to wait. Be patient. Let him turn around, hopefully.
Standing by.
Wolfhound still has a turn on the EWS ping. So, I just need him to turn around. If he will just turn around... Uh-oh. Whew. He did not turn around.
Standing by.
He is definitely not turned around right now. So I guess we just shoot him from the front as well, and hopefully shake him up enough
Got it.
that he decides he wants to punch out. It actually worked.
Mission successful.
There's laser insulators in that thing. 490,000. Like, I really regret not taking the Chameleon in its entirety now, because 7 energy hard points with 3 laser insulators, if not more, because I think we also have laser insulator or 2 somewhere else, maybe in the Phoenix Hawk. But if we could have stacked up a bunch of laser insulators with 7 energy hard points, ooh, that would have been nice. Alright, so good thing the Urban Lord did not land any of his shots with the Gauss Cannon 20. It's an AC-20 with Gauss rifle range that uses Gauss ammo. What? I mean, yeah, it has damage variation plus or minus 10. But that's still 90 to 110 damage at 780 meters. That's nutty. And then the Grazer was choose between standard, extended range, and pulse firing mode. More likely to through armor crit than normal lasers. So standard is a 50 damage beam. Then pulse, I'm assuming, is like a large pulse laser. And then ER would just be extended range for less damage, I assume. IAC-20, CE. What? So, it's like an AC-20 Mydron, but worse. Yeah. It's just an AC-20 Mydron, but worse. Or is it lighter? How much does the AC-20 Mydron weigh? It's 13 tons lighter. Well, it also shoots 5 less damage per shot. So it does 25 less damage. So yeah, given the choice, even if the Mydron's a little bit heavier, I'd rather have the Mydron. Clan Laser AMS. I mean, if you have an extra support hardpoint and 1 ton, and you just want to fill it, it's useful. Toss it on, let it do its thing. Actually, hold on. So Irby is currently using an AMS. The laser AMS, I think, would work better. Or clan laser AMS specifically. But there's so many other good things, like 2B MX pulse lasers. So good. 45 damage pinpoint for 2 tons that ignore 1 evasion and give +1 accuracy. If you can mitigate the 2 recoil, which is not hard to do. SRM6 Valiant, double crit chance. The Tigert PPC is only 2 slots, but it also has more heat by a considerable margin. Armored Cowl double plus. Modifier 1 to guts, 15 armor and structure to the head, and +1 injury resist. Battle Fists Mark II. Those are going on the Hunchback. 280 engine core, it's useful, but we already have one. Fire control improved. +1 gunnery and night vision. Extra large gyro. 40 stability threshold, so normal, but it weighs half of 1/10 of the chassis tonnage. But that's still, like... So on a 30-ton mech, the gyro weighs 3 tons. This would save 1.5 tons, but it would also spread the gyro into the side torsos. So I'm actually not that much of a fan, because once your gyro starts getting crit, you lose basically all of your stability all the time. Harden support A and B, add +1 armor and structure to their location. Yeah, pretty bad. If they also added an injury resist, that would be amazing. But they don't. Heavy Pharaoh, very useful on light mechs specifically. Here we go, laser insulator, double laser insulator. So we now have 3 laser insulators. I mean, improved heavy jump jets are pretty good. 1.5 tons, 1.1 jump capacity. But we're not going to be to heavies for a while. Powered sensors is really good. Really good. It's no tonnage, no slots, and you basically get Beagle Probe, I believe, is the counters ECM self by 2. Really good. Small liner. We already have one on our Irby. It reduces damage taken and prevents through armor crits and damage. So, useful. I'm not going to pick it primarily, though. If there was precision AC-20 ammo, I was absolutely going to grab it, but there's not. So what do? I mean, reinforced, giving a 50% bonus to structure points and having increased structure weight is really good on light mechs. But I think I'm going to take the powered sensors. Oh wait, never mind. The fire control improved is definitely the best upgrade, and I just saw the lower melee punch. Our Hunchback is going to be an absolute punchback. Alright, IAC-20, we'll compare it to a regular Mydron AC-20, or not regular, but a Mydron AC-20. Intech medium laser, plus 15% to all range brackets, reduced heat and damage. So it has 40 extra meters range in exchange for 5 damage and 5 heat. Or reducing it by 5 heat. So, pretty good, actually, not gonna lie. Did they buff it? I feel like it used to be a lot worse than that. Anyway, we also got the SRM-6 Valiant. Armored Cowl. I mean, again, injury resist is pretty good. We got some compact heat sinks. I will probably never run them. Unless I have a mech that's single heatsink cooling and I'm able to upgrade. But I didn't get the kit, so I'm not going to. I mean, I guess if you don't have anything else in the support slots, +2 armor and structure on a mech's head is something. We got the reinforced, dropped the regular structure, and we got some more armor piercing. We now have 3 bins of armor piercing AC-20 ammo. Why? Alright, 12,000 C-bills, 3 days. And as I said last time, we're going to travel.
Hello, Commander. Good to see you.
We're going to try to find... Oh, we're at 2.5 skull planets, so let's try to find like a 3.5. I know we just were at a 3.5 a couple episodes back. But, yeah. Dropping 2.5 skull mission and succeeding with just the cicada and lights. I am pretty confident now. But I am not seeing what I'm looking for. You know what, actually? Is there a flashpoint? Nope. I haven't done flashpoints in any of my playthroughs. Yearly occurrence. This planet is under a red alert. Bonus reward, lost tech items. Employer, planetary government. Who would we be fighting, though? Mech tonnage maximum? And 1 or more contracts. Tonnage requirements, mixed. But it is 6 skull. And it expires in 87 days. I don't even think we could get there. Oh no, we could. For 450,000 C-bills in 66 days. And it's a 4-skull planet. But it's so far away from everything. No, I'll pass. Is this another flashpoint? Yes, it is. Test drive for Comstar Mech Loot Cache. Project Centaur. Ah, is this the quad mech flashpoint where you just get a quad mech at the end of the deployments? See, that's not interesting though, because that's the one where they just give you mechs every mission, so it doesn't matter if they explode. Ah, Arano Restoration Coronation. Also, they give you mechs, and then it doesn't matter if they explode. I don't know. I think... I mean, I guess I can use the filter since I'm not trying to go above 5 skulls, so... What 4 skull planets are around? This one? Or is it pointing at this one? Yeah, it's pointing at this one. Uninhabited, not interested. I mean, it's poor. That's way the wrong direction, but... What about this? Rosselhog. It's rich, arid world, moderate population. Or maybe we go to one of these that's maybe 3.5. One and a half, 3. 3 skull. Small population, Arctic world, planet-wide storms, mining, moons. I mean, their force is 5 and 4. I don't feel like that's going to be a very long... Like, it's probably going to be over by the time we get there. No, I think I'd rather push towards the inner sphere. Research, recreation, Terran world, Comstar presence. Alright. That one sounds good. 16 days? Cool.
Roger that, Commander.
Let's do that.
Course.
Those upgrades you asked for are
Alright,
online.
continue
Hey,
upgrading the
boss, nice to
Argo.
see you.
Where's one that is morale and tech? Morale, medical. You know, investing in medical might actually be a good idea. Because I think even if you're playing lethal, the increased chance of death is... Like, the chance of death is actually reduced. Or I could just get another mech drop. Drop 7 mechs. Because we are pushing to higher skull territory.
Take a bit, but we'll get it done.
So being able to drop more mechs will hopefully help our light mechs not explode so easily if there's more targets to choose from. Speaking of our mechs, the Bushwhacker, I'm... like... I absolutely want to change this up. Do we have an exchanger? Yes, we have an exchanger. We also have advanced optics, but the Predator fire control gives us the night vision. So the only thing advanced optics would give us over advanced zoom is the bonus to hit against overheating targets. Is there another fire control we'd rather use? Yes, there is. But that goes back to the idea of replacing the MMLs. Yeah, we have an advanced AMS and an AMS Mark II. Those should absolutely find their ways into one of our mechs. See, we don't have any Ellerum clan, though. I like the ability to fire at longer range than close in. Also, we're slot locked, so... I mean, I could easily toss in Clan Indo and free up 7, 8 slots? 7 slots. Alright. So, theoretically, if we were to take the 12 tons of MMLs... Oh yeah, first AC-20 Mydron, 14 tons, IAC-20, 13. So 25 extra damage for 1 ton. And 7 extra heat. Okay. I mean... Let's see. Actually, you know what? Let's start with the easier one. Punchy. We got some stuff for you. We got some good stuff for you. No, hands. Yeah. Lower melee punch, lower melee punch. The spiked fist is +1 accuracy, plus 15% punch, attack, and stability. Battle fist, plus 15% punch, plus 10% stability. Weighs 20% of 1/10 versus weighs 25% of 1/10. So, same physical damage, less stability damage, and it does not give the +1 accuracy. So I would actually rather have the Spiked Fist than the Battle Fist Mark II. On that hand, anyway. Alright, so I need 2 tons freed up. I mean... can't fire these medium lasers when we're punching anyway. I really need a supercharger. Like, 100% I need a supercharger. But I do have the cockpit hot seat. Which means I can replace the hybrid TSM. Cockpit hot seat. So I am losing one piloting doing this. And I'm generating an extra 30 heat per turn. But it's twice the distance, 60 meter walk instead of 30 meter walk. Which means instead of 45 meter sprint, it's going to be 90 meter sprint. Because sprint is 1.5 times your movement. Legs and arms receive failure chance, or receive failure, as compared to 2 structure damage to location on failure. Deals critical hit to location on failure. So the head will take crits. But it's also 1.5 times damage instead of 1.25. And it has built-in 1 injury resist plus 1 guts and 5 armored structure. And again, that will let us use something like Clan Indo. Which means we could actually put the medium lasers back. What's our heat look like? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Our heat's amazing. Our heat is absolutely amazing. Oh, but we don't have the slots. Alright, so what else do we have that we can put in? Upper harden, some more damage reduction. Sounds good. And then that leaves us with 1 ton. I mean... $60.25. I mean, we could upgrade the engine core a little bit, right? To like a 250? 250 would be 9.25 versus 7.75? Really? That much? For 10 rating? Huh. Does that even change our movement? 125, 187, 120, 180. That's not much. That's not much at all. Oh, wait. Wait. We go from -1 heat sinks to 0. Do we actually care about the Radical Proto Double Heatsink kit? Or do we just put a double heatsink kit in? Cooling is the same. The cooling is the exact same. The only difference is if we start taking heat damage, this would kick in and drop 30 heat per turn. But that would actually free up the ton. Well, not the whole ton. We'd be half a ton over. So that's 60-32. So heat delta of 28 versus heat delta of 18. Okay, no, we do need the Radical kit because the hot seat cockpit is going to run 30 heat per turn. I still want the Beagle probe because since the countering ECM and stealth does actually help with melee attacks as well. So yeah, I guess we drop the medium laser and increase armor by 1/2 a ton. That's annoying. 0.04 tons light. Also, do we have fire control blood sport? No. But Predator gives us night vision, so that's good. Advanced zoom, I don't think we need advanced zoom 2. Yeah, no, we have nothing that fires that long of range. So... I'm trying to remember what the advanced zoom on the other mechs we have are. I mean, don't get me wrong, the extra 5 meter move, 7 meter sprint actually does matter. It might knock our 30 meters up. Like, it's essentially 1/6 of a cockpit hot seat activation. So it's absolutely worth it. Since especially we have nothing else to really spend the tonnage on. Because if we don't replace it with a 250, then we have that proto that we have to stick in the leg. Because we'd have the -1 heat sink ton. So then we wouldn't have any slots left. So it wouldn't matter that we have the extra ton. Because that is... right? Yeah. No. It's 1/2 a ton. It's not even a full ton. It's 1/2 a ton. So yeah. Definitely an improvement here. If I had a 255, that would actually probably be ideal. We'd probably be able to drop the armor just a hair. But yeah, so we've added upper hardened, so we take 5% less damage and have 5% resistance to crits. We have all sorts of melee stuff now. +2, +4, and then +5 accuracy with punch. In addition to a lot of percentage increase. 15%, 15%, and then 15% and 15%. That's a lot. Our punches are going to do some crazy damage. That's amazing. I love hunchbacks. They're so fun. We got damage reduction, we got cooling out the wazoo. Tons of melee damage. Very nice. SLDF sensors. Do we have something better? No. No. We do not. Okay. Yeah, the hot seat cockpit is amazing. Predator fire control, and then the compact life support is actually unnecessary now, but I don't think we have... I mean... yeah, we'd be losing 1/2 a ton to get basically hardened support A and B. That's not worth it. Nah. This is good. I like this. It's gonna be fun to run this. Alright. Confirmed.
I'll let you know when that's done.
Phoenix Hawk. Let's look at you next. Because we know that we can improve this a lot. First things first, heat efficiency is overcooling like crazy, which means we really don't need the radical. Here we absolutely could just put the regular double heat sink. So there's no sense running case, because we have to have the ammo in the arms with the primitive weapons. The one thing I don't like about Phoenix Hawks is that all their hard points are basically in their arm. Like, that's basically, you put all of your tonnage on your arms, you lose an arm, you lose so much. And the primitive weapons are so much lighter than actual weapons. It's just the hit chance is so bad, and I don't understand why. Is it the recoil? Is that why our hit chance is always so garbage? We have the Predator fire control systems. We have night vision. See, replacing the armored cowl wouldn't really help that much. I don't think. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could give it +1 gunnery, which would actually help with the jam chance from the ultralight rotary rifle, if we keep it. I mean, yeah, we might as well keep it. And our heat efficiency is crazy good. Alright, let's go rangefinder. And the tracker sensors I had initially installed so that I could, you know, try to hit from further away. So the reason why tracker sensors I thought would be good here is because the range of our weapons are so short. So the tracker sensors, +2 long range, +2 extreme range, -2 short. On the ultralight rotary rifle, for example, that means we're only getting -2 if we're under 105 meters, which is roughly 3 hexes. And the medium rifle has a minimum range of 30 meters. And its short range starts at 150 meters, so 3 to 4 hexes. And if we're basically within 1 hex, then our hit chance is going to be absolutely garbage. But we do try to get close more often than not, just because for some reason our accuracy is so bad. And at least if we get close, then it seems to get a little bit better. I would really like to put like a rotary autocannon 5 in this thing, or something like that. Something better than the primitive weapons. Problem is just I don't think we can really. We don't have much to work with. I mean, we do have a light rotary rifle, but do we have light rifle ammo? No, not there. Huh? No. We have heavy and medium. So we do not have light rifle ammo. So our light rotary rifle is useless. The medium rifles, whatever. Yeah, I mean, we could go for some big energy weapons. And then run machine guns for our 2 ballistic slots, but I feel like that would be even less effective. But we do have some heat to work with. Do we have better sensors? I mean, we could just completely drop the Beagle and Guardian, save ourselves 3 tons, use the Air 12 Sheath Beacon, and then spend those 3 tons upgrading some kind of weapons to try to be more effective. For example, medium X pulse lasers are actually very interesting here, because we already need recoil reduction for the ultralight rotary rifle. So, if we did that, how's our heat looking? 60-52. Not to mention, no, not that. Not to mention that will also increase our accuracy and evasion ignore. So, since our regular tactic with the Phoenix Hawk is try to run up behind somebody and shoot them in the back, we'll have +1 accuracy, +1 evasion ignore. We always try to get close anyway, so the -2 penalty from the sensors tracker will no longer interfere with us. Like, we'll still be inaccurate at long and extreme range. And the medium X pulses have damage fall off. So we actually care more about the short range than the long range with them. And that actually leaves us a complete ton free. So, what we could do is run an AMS Mark II instead of the Quickcell Laser AMS, now that our heat is getting a little bit closer to bad. I do have ammo for AMS, right? And we can actually use caseless because the jam chance is also being reduced by our piloting, or our gunnery, not piloting, by our gunnery. And that does increase the heat by more than double, but that's fine because it only generates 3 heat per activation while overloaded. So that would make it like 7 heat per activation. Which, again, we have plenty. Even if it activates several times, we'll still be fine on heat. Plus, we'll have the ability to sensor ping if our hit chance is still garbage. I mean, the probe is a little bit worse than the Beagle probe was. But I think that's fine. Our hit chance was, again, leaving something to be desired anyway. Is this the play? So this switches from an AMS that's really good at shooting down big missiles to an AMS that's really good at shooting down small missiles. But we could do just a bin of regular AMS as well. I mean, I'm not usually a fan of, you know, having ammo in every single location, because if we get opened anywhere, ammo explosions are going to be bad. We can kind of mitigate this a little bit by using Clan Pharaoh. Like, Clan Pharaoh does prevent the explosions from, for example, the arms from traveling to the side torsos, prevents the explosion of the legs traveling to the side torsos. And the Phoenix Hawk doesn't have a shield sight anyway because it has to have its weapons all on its arms, so having the left leg and right leg each have 1 bin of AMS ammo is actually preferable, so that if there's a crit to either leg, there's a 1 in 5 chance of the ammo crit, or the crit going to the ammo, rather than a 2 in 6 chance of it going to the leg, or to the ammo. And then volatile ammo rolls twice to explode, so if the crit does go to the caseless AMS ammo, then it's twice as likely to actually blow up instead of just being destroyed. That's fine. Usually. Most likely. Do I drop the compact life support to get +1 gunnery? And the laser insulators I'm going to put on something that has lasers in the side torsos instead of in the arms. Just to protect it that little bit extra. Stabilized ultralight gyro versus gyro XL. The stabilized ultralight has +25 maximum stability and weighs 5% of 1/10 less. Which saves us about 0.22 tons. 0.22, 0.32. We'd have to shave off 0.18 tons of armor to replace the compact life support with the gunnery. With the gunnery A. Which I think might be okay. But yeah, we keep the Fire Control Predator for the night vision. Air Toll Sheath Beacon gives us the ability to sensor lock if we have terrible gunnery or terrible accuracy. Gives us about the same ECM shield, so protects us about as much as the Guardian ECM. Yeah. Anything else? I mean, if I had gunnery A and B, I'd probably do it to reduce the crit or the jam chance and increase the unjam chance. But since I just have gunnery A, I think the half ton is more valuable at this moment. But yeah, putting in Clan Pharaoh and having the AMS ammo in the legs, probably a big improvement over the laser AMS generating tons of heat. I mean, we'll run it like this. We'll see how it goes. We're always going to have ammo in this mech because of the ballistic hardpoints. And yeah, having case is very helpful. Like, even if we put a Gauss rifle, for example, in one of the arms, that would still have a chance to explode, so the Clan Pharaoh is a good move. Oh, actually, wait a second. Hold on. Yeah, we do have some patchwork. And we do have some slots left. That would be 0.6, so we could drop the compact life support. Alright. That would be annoying. So yeah, no, put the compact life support back. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, right, because I bumped up the back armor. Yeah. All right. I think this is how we're gonna run the Phoenix Hawk for now, and we'll see what happens.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
All right. Back to the Bushwhacker. I think we're going to drop the advanced zoom. And I think we're going to add the advanced optics Mark II. We're going to drop the bolt-on incendiary rockets, add the exchanger, drop the large chem, drop the LRMs and SRMs, drop the MMLs, keep the case too. And we're gonna see what we can do right now. So we have a side torso slot for ballistic, which means we could put the AC-20 Mydron on the Bushwhacker. So what makes that really an interesting prospect is AC-20 plus SRMs. We have 2 SRM Valiants. But we don't have the tonnage for this. Yeah. We absolutely don't have the tonnage to run the AC-20 Mydron. That's unfortunate. That would have been fun. Alright, so if the AC-20 Mydron's out, but we still want to do the SRM-6s, that's a lot of SRM-6s. And then, since we're mostly going to be, oh wow, 50 Alpha Strike heat. Those SRMs generate more heat than I expected. 9 heat each, huh? Okay, that's fine. Maybe I go Protos? Because we do still have the heat generated from the Chameleon LPS. Maybe we go Proto. We don't have one on hand, so we'd have to rip it out of something else. Stability gyro doesn't make any sense when we've got a stabilized ultralight to save tonnage and have extra max stability, or just a defensive plus gyro, which just makes us less likely to explode. I like that. And again, stabilized ultralight would save 2 tons. That would be the difference between, say, large laser and a PPC. Or just 2 heat sinks. I'm very happy with the 275 core. The 5.7 movement is fine. SRMs might be a little ambitious. Max range of 360. And then if we use dead fire, then that's 33% less. So that's like 240? Yeah, 240. We have so many acid ammo types. I mean, we have so many SRM ammo types. Laser insulators are no good on this mech because it only has one laser in the arm. The emergency coolant system +3 is amazing, but we would have to have an engine core capable of having a +3 engine heat sinks. Which means we'd have to upgrade the core a lot. You know what? Yeah. So, obviously we need the proto on the Hunchback so that if it gets overheated it can cool down quickly and still keep moving. The Phoenix Hawk, on the other hand, I think I'm going to change the Phoenix Hawk up a little bit. Just to use doubles instead of protos. I think I'm going to leave it though. I think I'm going to wait the 2 days and then do it. So, 2 days. 1, 2, pause. And Phoenix Hawk. We're going to change your cooling a little bit. If I remember correctly, the only reason we would have needed the proto is if we're overheating. Yeah, we're at 46, so we should be fine with just doubles. We should be fine with just a double heatsink kit. Ah. Right, I forgot to take the percent reduction into consideration. That's fine. If we're running a little bit hot, Alpha Strike 61, which if we drop the AMS Mark II is actually not. Oh yes it is, it's 60. So we're heat neutral if our AMS doesn't fire. If our AMS is firing a ton and doesn't jam, and our ultralight rotary rifle doesn't jam, which generates an extra 8 heat beyond what's shown. Alright, I'm beginning to see some problems in our plan. This thing's getting toasty. This thing is getting toasty. Oh, it's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. So, if the AMS is not firing, we're going to be a heat delta of 8. Every time the AMS fires in overload mode, it's an extra 3 heat. I mean, we do have the slots for a double heatsink, but we just don't have the tonnage for it. So, what if I... So the medium rifle is 7 tons total, with its 2 tons of ammo. But it only generates 7 heat. That's the thing. Yeah. No. I mean, we could drop heat a little bit by adding the small pulse laser clan, or the small pulse laser instead of the medium laser. I mean, we have already said we're going to try to get close. So that'll drop heat a little bit, while also giving us a little bit more accuracy at lower damage. But no, I would prefer for it to be 1 shot of damage that's followed up by the ultralight rifle critting. Or at least trying to crit, you know? It's definitely right to replace the laser AMS with the AMS Mark II. That's going to generate a lot less heat. The only question is, do I need to find a way to stick another heatsink? Like, for example, the +1 heatsink slot, engine heatsink slot, from the bushwhacker here. How would I free up a ton? I could put patchwork in. That would be 0.6. We could drop the peel and stick. That would be 0.1. We'd have 2 slots left, so if we had a patchwork tier 2, that would do it. But we don't. We only have patchwork tier 3. You know what? I'm just going to run the doubles. I'm just going to run the doubles. And I'm going to see how the heat is. Worst case scenario, I can always pull out the tag, slap an extra engine heatsink in, and then use the patchwork and whatever I need to get another heatsink, and that would be an extra 12 cooling, which would be more than enough. But for now, I can just see how it is with the slight heat delta. Because if we're firing the ultralight rotary rifle times 6, and the AMS is firing as well, then that's, 11, 14, 17 per turn, depending on how many times the AMS activates, up until one of them jams. If the ultralight rotary rifle jams, we're basically going to be dropping 4 heat from this estimate. Yeah, it probably needs another heatsink. We're probably going to replace the tag with another heatsink. I mean, do I just do that preemptively? Because I know it's going to run toasty. And it would be straightforward to just do that. So then, even if the ultralight rotary rifle is spun up times 6 and is generating an extra 8 heat, then we'd still be at a heat delta of 2 as long as the AMS is silent, and then an additional heat delta of +3, +3, +3 every time it activates. That is a thing, and I think that is the best thing I can do. And then put the tag on something else, like a light mech. Light mechs running tags are always good. Yeah. Plus, if we do run hot, if we do get really toasty, we could always just EWS ping and drop all of our heat in one turn. Yeah. I think that's the play. I think that is the play.
Log and
Okay, so that frees up the proto for the bushwhacker. Alright. Proto. Double heatsink kit. Right there. Boom. So that kicks out the engine heatsink +1, but that's fine. Because we are now cooling better than we were, by far. I mean, honestly, is this just a simple change? What would we put instead of the Kim laser? We have 1 energy on the side, 2 energy in the center. Or 1 energy on the arm, 2 energy in the center. Bombast is 7 tons. But it does do a very similar thing to the MMLs. So as we get closer, we do more damage. But we also need more slots. Tonnage and slots. Okay. Alright. I mean, we could go stabilized ultralight here. But that doesn't free up slots. That just frees up tonnage. So no. I think we could just... But the entire point of pulling the Proto Double Heatsink kit over was specifically... Okay. Yeah, let's just try building this from absolute scratch. Except for the medium laser exostars, those are good. Those are gonna stay. Okay. So, I would like more armor, especially now that we're going into higher and higher difficulty missions. So how much tonnage? Would maxing it do? So maxing it would be 0.82. And then Exchanger double plus, as well as advanced optics. Fire control Mark II. So now we have the night vision on our optics instead of our fire control system. We already have the rangefinder and the recon sensors. The recon are the ones that cannot be used with ECM shield or probe, right? Oh no, we have the ECM on our chameleon. We can't use it with a probe, right? Probe already installed. Yeah, probe already installed. I mean, the Sentinel sensor is a much better probe, which is also a C3, but it doesn't give the ECM buff. Huh. Honestly, actually, we have NSS on our commando. Hold on. We have NSS on the commando. We pull the NSS off the commando. Alright, so the NSS is going to generate less heat, I believe, but it does not have the mimetic stealth. So it only reduces your signature. It can't give no visuals. It can only give no sensors. But again, it generates less heat, I believe. Let's just, for now, pull it off of the commando. Okay.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Check out the bushwhacker. So right now the chameleon LPS is 15 heat per turn and 20% weapon heat. Versus the NSS, which is only 15% weapon heat and 10 heat per turn. Harder to hit by 2 at medium, 4 at long, 6 at extreme. Harder to hit by 2 at medium, 3 at long, 5 at extreme. But yeah, the mimetic stealth is the big difference. 4 charges multiplier, charges decay by 1 for every 4 hexes moved. Minus 50% reduced visibility and signature when active, in addition to the standard 50% visibility, 40% signature. So it's very, very good. Very good. And the ECM is basically just a Guardian ECM. So yeah, no, the Chameleon LPS is really good here. Especially since we're running almost entirely ballistic. I mean, missile. The MMLs do generate extra heat when they're firing in SRM mode, though. And we generally close with the enemies and run SRM mode more often than we do LRMs. So let's start there. We want to use the SRM6 Valiants because of the extra crit chance. Crits are good. Throw in the extra SRM6s on the arms. So even though it seems like our heat efficiency is worse, it's actually not, because this is the same amount of heat the MMLs generate when they're firing in SRM mode. So we drop that, we drop that. We put in prototype double heatsink kit. Boom. Now our heat efficiency looks much better. Add in the exchanger. Boom. And our heat efficiency looks even better. And we put in the advanced optics Mark II. Although honestly Mark I would be fine. It's 540 meters. Accuracy bonus of 1 for every 65 target heat. Accuracy bonus of 2 for every 60 target heat. Okay, never mind. We're going to keep the Advanced Optics Mark II for that reason and that reason only. We're dropping the Fire Control Predator because we're already getting... what's it? We're already getting the night vision. We're already getting the night vision from the Advanced Optics, so we can switch to something else. And I was going to go Fire Control, Advanced Targeting Computer Mark II, for the Evasion, Ignore, and Gunnery, but I don't think that's actually the play here. Is it? Because the other thing I'm looking at is the Evasion, Ignore, and 20% crit chance, but not costing any tonnage. Because we need to add ammo. We absolutely need to add ammo. Because we're now running, instead of 20, we're running 24. And we don't have the LRMs anymore, so we need more SRM ammo. So let's do that real quick. SRM. So we have 1 bin of Deadfire, which is roughly 4 Alpha Strikes. We have 1 bin of Inferno, which is roughly 4 Alpha Strikes. We can add a half... we only have 2 slots, though. That's a problem. Okay, if we drop the large chem laser and the large chem ammo, that actually frees up 2 slots, and we can replace it with just 1 energy weapon. What energy weapon, though? Just the large laser? Large chem laser is 3 tons. Ammo is 4. So we can't even put a regular large laser. That would be 5 tons. So actually, I think the large chem lasers are best bet here. Unless we want to save heat and go with something ballistic. But light rotary rifle, 6 tons. And we don't even have light rifle ammo. Alright. Okay. Alright, so what is the play here? We would have 4 tons for a laser, basically. 4 tons for 1 laser. Not great. And I would like to armor up a little bit more. Or, actually, if we go Fire Control Mark II, what battle computers do we have? Battle computer tracking. Battle computer heat. That helps. That helps a lot. So now we don't care about our stealth. 20% weapon heat generated? Who cares? We have we're overcooling by 35. Nice. So, battle computer tracking, battle computer heat. Battle computer Artemis? Man, I'm running out of good places to put this stuff, though, because I do need to put the ammo with the case, too. So, battle computer heat, battle computer tracking, battle computer Artemis, which would then let us actually use Artemis SRM ammo, which we don't currently have. And that Artemis also gives +1 evasion ignore with missiles. So all of our missiles now have 2 evasion ignore base from the fire control system and from the target from the Artemis battle computer. That's pretty darn good. And it allows us to use Artemis ammo once we get it. Absolutely putting another bin of Inferno in. So that's 8 Alpha Strikes of... No? Actually, no. No. Tandem. No? See, that's the thing, though, is the SRM Valiants have double the crit chance. If you tandem, then even if they're full armor, you're getting increased through armor crit chance. Or you're getting a crit chance even though they're hitting armor. Although tandem is much better with clan SRMs. Hold on a second. Actually, we have a clan SRM4, don't we? Clan SRM4 only weighs 1 ton, fires 4 missiles, but they're doing 2 less per missile. Generates 2 less heat, but saves 2 tons. Just out of curiosity, what does that look like? 49.5. Yeah, again, I have the choice of either the large chem laser taking 2 slots or lasers I can't actually run. Well, actually, I could then run a large laser. Heat efficiency, overcooling by 23. Overcooling by 23. 20% plus 15, so we'd have 20% would be about 9. We'd still be basically heat neutral. Okay, and then we have half a bend for extra extra ammo. That's not a lot. We would be short on SRM ammo. Actually, dropping the dead fire for a half bin of dead fire. So that's 2 alpha strikes of dead fire. Because now we're shooting 22 missiles. So that's 2 alpha strikes and then 1 SRM6 firing again of dead fire. That's fine, because we're only ever going to use dead fire when we have an insane hit chance in somebody's back, basically. Inferno, we would have 22, almost 5. Almost 5 alpha strikes. And then we have 1 slot left and 1 ton left. So obviously we're going to use that for LK for now. Or do we do acid? Plus 50% damage dealt to armor. Minus 50% damage dealt to structure. And again, tandem. Tandem is also a viable option, especially with the SRM6 Valiants, because those do have the double crit chance. So we can potentially crit somebody out, cause ammo explosions when their armor is completely fresh. Or destroy a vehicle fairly easily, because we'd be doing up to 88 internal damage with 1 alpha strike. I mean, that does make us a bit of a toolkit rather than an actual, like, solid mech. The vast majority of what we do would be limited to heat, through armor damage, or point blank. I mean, for 1 ton more, we could actually run the TSEMP instead of the large laser. Only does 5 damage, but does 30 heat. And has a chance to just auto shut them down. With a misfire chance, so we'd have to stack a bunch of gunnery. Actually, you know, one thing we could do is grab one of those quick sell life support reduction things to get half a ton as well as one slot, and then put another half ton of ammo in. I mean, that is an option. We don't need gunnery because we don't have a jam chance on anything. Yeah. We have the chameleon LPS and the recon sensors. So the only thing we could put in would be a C3, but we don't have the slot for it. And we don't have the ton for it. This is viable. We're very tight on slots. So unless we upgraded the Indo Steel... Oh yeah. Actually, the stabilized ultralight would save us 2 tons. But it would have to be a 1-slot energy weapon that weighed up to 7. And I think even the bombast is 2 slots. 3 slots, actually. Yeah. And this is a tricky balancing act of slots versus tonnage versus effectiveness. I think this is an improvement, though, because most battles we would only fire once in LRM mode. Maybe twice. And we only had enough LRM ammo to fire regular LRM 3 times, and we never really ran out. I mean, there was like 1 or 2 missions where we ran out of regular LRM, but those were not the usual effect. The usual effect was us getting in close and just firing nothing but SRMs. And now we're going to be firing extra SRMs. Well, actually 2 extra. That's it, just 2 extra. But they will be slight increase in damage, as well as the bonus crit chance from the Valiants. That's worth something, I think. But again, we do have... I wish I had 1 more slot and 1 more ton to just put in some LK or Artemis ammo. Or even acid. Yeah, sorry for all the edits today. I feel like there's an air show or something going on. I keep having helicopters and planes flying by. So I think I was saying I'd love to have a ton in a slot so I could slot in like LK or Artemis or both. But that is not currently an option. I mean, if I upgraded to a Clan XL, which would be expensive but doable, that would free up 2 slots. And then I could use the ultralight gyro to free up some tonnage. I mean, we got the money. We absolutely have the money. And that does give us more stability threshold. As well as the 2 tons to add 2 tons of ammo, or alternatively to add 1 ton of ammo. I think it would be acid. Because if I get them open, I should, like, if they're completely open, if I've torn off their armor, I should be close enough by that point to fire the Deadfire in. So maybe instead of a half ton of Deadfire, we put the full ton of Deadfire back and then use that extra 0.42 tons for more armor. That's not actually that much. And then we have 1 slot left. If we had another Clan Indo, we could actually throw in several Patchwork Tier 3s. And actually, with that... put the SRM6 Valiant together on the same side, because now if we're running the Clan XL instead of a regular XL, we now have a shield side. Where's the SRM? SRM6. Boom. So we would now have a shield side. If this side goes, all we lose is a large laser and an SRM6. How do we save a couple extra? Yet again, if I had another quick sell life support thing. Oh, quick sell, how do you do it? How do you trick me into it every time? That actually should totally go into our Phoenix Hawk. Especially now that we're also running the X-Pulses. Then all we'd need is military, and we could actually go military bandit. And the X-Pulses would have 0 recoil, and the ultralight rotary rifle would only have recoil for firing times 5 or 6, I believe. In any case, yeah, I can't think of anything else that would save us tonnage. Gunnery doesn't really make sense here. Again, there's no jam chance. The increase in accuracy would be less than significant. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure there's nothing else I have to reduce tonnage, so I think I'll actually drop a little bit of armor. Something like that. Actually, pilot injury still occurs. Oh heck, why don't I do that? Because if we lose the left leg, we're not too worried about it, honestly. Something like that. So if they get behind us and backstab us, we are more protected on the side and center that matter, and less protected on the right torso, where if it pops, we lose large laser SRM6 and we get 2 crits on our engine. Which 2 crits on our engine does mean an additional 30 heat per turn, but that's okay, because at that point we're missing our large laser and one of our SRM6s. So that's already more than 30 heat, so it's fine. Our heat would actually still be fine. Yeah, I think this is a better setup. I will absolutely keep an eye out for another Clan Indo to throw in, ideally Patchwork Tier 2 in the left leg and Patchwork Tier 3 on the left arm, so that I'm not risking Patchwork on my right side. And that would be 0.6. So I'm at 33 and 65. Yeah, that would be 0.6 times 2, which would be 1.2. So we'd have an extra 0.3. We could actually drop the armor down a little bit. And then slot in another ammo, because a half bin specifically, because that would be 7 less slots. The Patchwork Tier 3, yeah, Patchwork Tier 3 times 2 would be 6 slots. We'd have 1 slot left over. We'd be dropping 1.25. Yeah, that's interesting. That is a very interesting idea. I think I would if I could. But for now... Oh, wait. No. What am I doing? That's what I'm doing. Okay. For now, I think that is a large improvement on the build. Actually, hold on a minute. Large chem laser plus ammo. Slot would be the problem. I was gonna say I could put another bin of ammo because the large chem laser plus ammo weighs 1 less ton. But no, because ammo are slots. So no, that wouldn't work actually. You know what? I'll worry a lot more about it once I have a bin of Artemis ammo to put in. But until then, I think we're just gonna stick with this. Boom. Again, heat efficiency is great. Completely wonderful. Yeah, we have a overcooling by 23. So Chameleon LPS should be heat neutral. If not overcooling still once the Chameleon LPS is factored in. Yeah. That I think is a massive improvement. More survivable because now we have a shield side we can afford to lose without losing the mech. More damage, actually, because we're firing... Well, the large laser actually does roughly the same damage, there's just no damage variation on it. So, on average, we're doing the same amount of damage with the large laser at the same range. So, not that big of a difference there. I would like something better than the large laser, but we'll deal with that in the future. We have double crit chance on 12 of our missiles. We're firing 2 extra missiles, however, the 2 missiles in addition to the 2 that were replaced by the SRM-4. Because we were firing 20 missiles. Now we're firing 18 SRMs regularly, and then an extra 4. So it's not that much more of an increase. It's, I think, like an 8 damage increase total. But however, we've replaced LRM ammo that does 5 damage per missile, and Augmented Thunder, which with only 20 at a time on the ground wasn't doing nearly enough. And we've replaced them with Acid and Tandem, which is far more effective against a wider variety of enemies and situations. We've given them... All of our weapons now have +2 evasion ignore. The missiles have +3 evasion ignore. Yeah. This is definitely a massive, massive improvement. Absolutely.
I'll get it in the
done and done. Alright. Cicada I want to check out. See if there's anything to be done there. So... 1, 2... Oops.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
Alright, that's fine. We're actually going to be there in 10 days, so I'm going to stay normal. Alright. So now we can look at our Cicada, which is the last of the medium mechs. And actually I'm gonna further sort this. So we've got our squishy boys in Bay 3, we've got our mid-range boys in Bay 2, and then our sweet, sweet medium mechs in Bay 1. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the Locusts perform together. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, so here we go. Heavy Pharaoh, cool. Defensive double plus gyro. I'm really loving getting 7+ evasion. That is amazing. So, one thing we do is we need to find somewhere to put that slick suite. Because in addition to giving the Hunchback +1 piloting, it was also giving the entire Lance +1 initiative. And I think this might be the mech to do it. So instead of 1 gunnery and 20 sight, which sight isn't going to be that big of a deal for the Cicada here, the tactics I think is going to end up being better than the gunnery. Then again, we already have some pretty good sensor detection. We have the C3 here. We could go hardened A and B. You know what? Let's. We're going to go hardened A, hardened B. So that gives +2 structure, +2 armor. So we're going to reduce the armor and structure on the head by 5. And increase our back armor ever so slightly to compensate. So now our head has 2 less armor, 2 additional structure, and we've put 2 more elsewhere. Sure, why not? Sounds good. The question really is, do we put the slick suite or not? I mean, we can punch with the Cicada. If we have an opportunity to get a bunch of evasion, run up behind somebody and punch them, we would still be able to fire absolutely everything. We have no minimum range, so the 1 extra piloting could be interesting, except our melee damage is definitely not 248. Yeah, I have no idea what our melee damage would actually be, but it would probably be pretty low since we don't have lowers or hands. So I think I'd rather put the slick suite on either the Wolfhound or the Firestarter, I think. Alright, so is there absolutely anything else that I would want to do to the Cicada? So recon sensors counts as a probe, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Sensors recon counts as a probe. The heavy Pharaoh saves 2 tons. The rocket launcher 10 weighs 1 ton. I mean, we could upgrade the Guardian ECM into an Angel ECM. It is just objectively better than the Guardian ECM. And if we kick it into active, it's twice as effective at protecting the Cicada compared to the Guardian ECM. Because it's a shield of 2 and reduced jamming of 2 instead of 1 and 1. But it is that extra half ton. You know what? We're starting to go against heavy mechs. I would rather protect the Cicada a little bit more. So Stealth X is not medic at all. But it does generate, the NSS generates more heat. And that's really the kicker here. because our laser AMS quick cell is stacking up crazy amounts of heat every time it activates. 9 heat per activation. So right now, as things stand, it can activate 2 times easily without causing any problems. 3 times only giving us a little bit of heat buildup. And again, the heavy Pharaoh, 2 tons. I mean, I could just drop the laser AMS quick cell, which would free up heat, but we don't have any more hard points to use the heat. But actually, that would be the 2 tons to replace the heavy. You know what? I think I will. I'm going to replace the heavy Pharaoh with the NSS. Okay? So the NSS is now giving us better protection than the Stealth X, albeit at higher heat. However, since we no longer are running the laser AMS quick cell, we're not generating nearly as much heat. Like, we're actually we're generating a ridiculously low amount of heat. Ridiculously low. To the point where we don't actually need the radical anymore. So we could just kick in a regular double heatsink kit. Right? No, never mind. Yes, actually. Hold on, yeah. Those are only 15 heat each. So we'd only be generating 45 heat, and we'd be sinking 60. So the only time the radical would be better would be if we're getting hit with heat damage. Because even in a hot biome, the 45 heat would not get anywhere close to 60. Oh wait, the NSS is generating... Never mind. The NSS is generating an extra 15% weapon heat and 10 heat per turn. So the 15% weapon heat would be roughly 4. So that would be 38 plus an extra 10. So 38 plus 10 would be 48. So we'd be overcooling by 12 with the NSS. However, if we drop in a double heatsink kit, we're no longer reducing the heat. So now the extra 15%. The extra 15% would be 7-ish, which would put us at 52 plus 10, so that would be 62, so we'd have a heat delta. We would actually not be overcooling anymore. That being said, we could drop in a heat. So, the heat bank is really interesting because it drops our heat per turn by 8. So we're definitely overcooling at that point. Even in a hot biome, I'm fairly sure. Because an extra 15%, again, would be around 7 or so. 52, and then another 10, 62, so we'd still have extra 6 cooling, and any heat damage we took would be reduced by 30%. And the reason why, unlike other mechs, that would be a good idea here is because nothing in this mech can explode. Nothing can crit and explode. If we have the Radical Proto Double Heatsink kit, if it gets crit, it can explode for 100 heat and 50 damage and stability damage. So if they get us open and they crit our cooling kit, the Proto can actually explode. Or if we're getting cooked by, say, salamanders or something else that's nasty and spews a ton of heat, with the Radical Proto Double Heatsink kit, we can have an explosion in our center torso. Whereas heat banks can't explode. And we're not running anything, so worst case scenario, we'd be taking like crits on our armor, or our Mechwarrior would be getting injured. Or shut down. That's like worst case scenarios, we shut down in the middle of a fight. But we don't have to worry about outright exploding. And then that also frees up 0.45 tons. which means we could go max armor and still have 0.18 left. Of course, we can't really use the 0.18 on anything. Is there anything else? Yeah, no, that doesn't give any ECM. So, another alternative is instead of the heat bank, we could use the IFF jammer, which would give us even more protection. So an extra ECM shield of 2, 3, 8, and then we would also have the stealth on top of that, in addition to our 7+ evasion. But honestly, if there's ever a point where we're not able to fire all 3 of our medium pulse lasers, the effectiveness of this mech drops significantly. So I think managing the heat better. But then again, I can just try running it and see how it does in different biomes. And the IFF jammer keeps it safer. I can just not fire a laser if I start getting a little toasty. Or if I really need the damage, I could always turn off the NSS. But yeah, any heat at all will actually reduce our movement, which would reduce our evasion, which would be bad. Yeah, there's another plane. I'm not gonna keep stopping and cutting every time there's a plane. This is taking way too long. But yeah, the idea here is we're going to test it with the IFF jammer. This should keep it alive. If nothing else, it should keep it alive. It may not be as effective as it could be, but it'll stay alive. So then we can test it, we can see if it runs toasty. If it does, we can reconsider. Other than that, I think this is good. Like, obviously, it would be better if we did have something to eat up the last little bit of tonnage. What that would be, I don't know. Like a mask would be interesting, actually. Although how we would free up the tonnage for the mask, I'm not sure. Because the defensive gyro double plus makes the most sense of any gyro upgrade for a cicada. As a 40 tonner, you're not going to get much weight out of an XL or, ultralight. It would just be a ton or maybe a ton and a half. I mean, we do have patchwork, actually. Hold on. We have a bunch of patchwork. We have a bunch of patchwork. So what would we do if we were freeing up a lot of tonnage? So the problem with using a laser AMS is, again, heat. We do not want to generate that much extra heat. The only reason we're able to go with the double heat sink instead of the Proto and the NSS instead of the Stealth X is because we dropped the Quick Cell Laser AMS. I really like the Clan Medium Pulse Lasers. I think the only way I'm ever going to change the Clan Medium Pulse Lasers is if I get ER Clan Medium Pulse Lasers. And that's about it. I mean, we could tag. Make ourselves even better at this whole electronic warfare thing. That actually makes perfect sense. Putting a tag on here. And then we'd have 0.62. So basically half a ton. What would we use half a ton on? Half a ton. Rocket 10. It would be more accurate. And as long as we fire it very early on, we don't have to worry about it exploding while we overheat. Or we just drop the patchwork here. 0.22, huh? How would we save 0.22? 0.22. Yeah. We have the +2 heatsink capacity, but we don't need the extra heatsinks because we only have 3 energy hard points. Yeah, I don't know what I would spend, or what I would do to drop a little bit more heat. I mean, so peel and stick armor, if it explodes, only explodes for 8 damage. Ah, can't be used with stealth, that's right. I remember now. I mean, this would be a terrible idea. So at any point, if we jumped instead of sprinting, unless we had all 8 jump jets, we would be moving so much less that we would actually get less evasion from jumping than we would from just moving. Again, unless we put all 8, which would be 4 tons worth of jump jets. We already have advanced optics. Yeah, no, I think... I think legitimately that's it. We either just shave off 0.22 of armor, or we throw the other patchwork in and are just under tonnage. Laser insulators are 0.5, but they can also explode. Not a fan. Coolant flush can also explode. Also weighs a ton. Yeah, I mean, not gonna lie, if I had like a hardened upper, that would be interesting. Give it a little bit of damage reduction in addition to its crazy, crazy maneuverability. I would absolutely do that. Or maybe there's a... So we have an active probe. Oh, that's right. The sensors recon give us IFF jamming as well. So no, we don't want to change the sensors. Yeah, there's very little... Alright, that's fine. You know what? I'm going to actually call it done. And just, if we get an upper hardened, we'll just slot it in. Alright. I'm fine with that.
Logged and
Because the upper hardened is... What is it? Upper hardened is 10% of 1/10 the chassis tonnage. So it would be 10% of 4 tons, which would be 0.4. And coincidentally, that's roughly how much we had. So all we need to do is find an upper hardened, or alternatively take the one off the Hunchback. Spread our damage reduction around a little bit more. And then what would we do with half a ton? Small laser. Small laser. Yeah, our heat is still amazing. 27, 37, I mean 57 with the cockpit hot seat on. Our heat is amazing. Yeah. Perfect slot usage. Like, the only other thing would be replacing the Guardian ECM with an Angel ECM. Which is also, I think, viable. Do we have an Angel ECM? Yes, we do. We have 2 more. Only problem with that is the Guardian ECM is able to fit in the center torso. Nothing, the Angel ECM would have to be somewhere else. Like, in the other side torso. So if we're within 0 meters, or, you know, if we're in short range for the small laser, we're going to be punching, which means it's not going to be firing anyway. So no, I think we do. I think we go with an Angel ECM. Boom. So we're trading the upper hardened, the 5% damage reduction. But we already have the Dreadnought Gyro for the 5% damage reduction and Bulwark. And in exchange, we're getting +1 ECM shield and reduced jamming. Actually, 2 reduced jamming, right? Yeah, because this is reduced jamming by 3, this is reduced jamming by 5. So we're getting more accuracy and more protection at the same time. Cool. And then that frees up the upper hardened for the Cicada. So now our Cicada is going to have 5% damage reduction, which doesn't matter a lot.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
Okay. Jump back into the mech bay. Jump back to the Cicada. We now have the 0.4 tons worth of whatever. Yeah, I know the upper hardened is at pretty high risk of being destroyed if the Cicada gets hit. But, like, the Cicada is going to have at least 6 evasion at all times. Has more ECM shielding than anything else I've got. Has the NSS. I mean, an extra... and actually I can take it off the head because we have the hardened support A and B. There we go. That's a Cicada. That's a really, really fun Cicada. Alright.
Right.
And I definitely prefer the tag over the rockets. Alright, Hunchback is definitely better than it's ever been. Phoenix Hawk is probably better than it's ever been. Probably. Cicada is definitely better than it's ever been. Wolfhound, we have no hands. Oh, we have 1 hand, actually. And we have a specialist slot open. So let's start there. We do not have heat problems. Not really. We also don't have night vision, so what's our... we are large lasers up to 600, so let's go advanced... oh no, advanced zoom doesn't give night vision. Advanced optics. Alright, so now we are night vision as well as more accurate. That's basically it. Like, unless I want to throw a gyro upgrade on it as well. I mean, we have the defensive gyro. We do have the defensive gyro. Huh. Yeah. Although I actually think I would rather put the defensive gyro on the fire starter. Is that it? What about the cockpit? Cockpit. We still haven't used the slick suite. +1 piloting, +1 tactics. This is actually a really good mech for punching. Because all we would not be firing is the large laser, which would be a great way to drop some heat. And we'd still be able to fire the majority of our weapons. But again, the main reason to use the Slick Suite is for the +1 initiative to everyone. And the 1 tactics actually helps just as much, if not more than 1 gunnery, until you're actually getting very high tactics readouts. Yeah. I think that's good. But again, we have gyros. Let's put the stability gyro on it. There we go. Sounds good. Let's do that.
Logged and
Alright, fire starter.
shouldn't be too hard.
Fire starter does not have any hands. Does not have a support slot open because, yeah, AMS flare. Let's go defensive gyro. Just an extra 1 evasion and +1 defense. I mean, we got laser insulators, we got clan double heat sinks, we got, you know, we gotta protect. That being said, actually, You know what? That's fine. I have to have those 2 clan double heat sinks if I'm going to use the -1 heat sink removal. Because it's an engine heat sink -1, then another -1, so those 2 have to be clan double heat sinks. So yeah, that's fine. I mean, I do have the heat bank. And this, like, this works. Doesn't have night vision though, so I'm going to pull off the AMS flare and give it advanced optics. Now it has night vision, now it's much more effective. At least at night. Yeah. Sounds good. Let's do that.
On it.
I mean, if it's not broken, why fix it? Like the Oscout here? Oscout's fine. Except maybe replacing the mine dispensers, but with what? Like, this is, what, 2.5 tons. What other support hardpoint thing would we do for 2.5 tons? Like, fluid guns? 2 fluid guns in a half bin of ammo? No. No. Our heat efficiency, if we were to switch out the quick cell double heatsink kit for a regular double heatsink kit, we actually could run the laser AMS quick cell, and as long as it didn't activate more than 2 times, it would be fine. We have 3 of them. And I think at this point they're going to be more effective. That's going to be more effective than the mine dispensers, I think. I think we're past the point where mine dispensers are super effective. We could actually also replace the light ferro with heavy ferro to give us more tonnage for reasons. So if we did heatsink double, and the heavy ferro would give us an extra 1.28 tons, so we could put even another heatsink double, bump up the armor, and then put yeah, out of hard points, maxed armor already. Oh, AMS flare. Can I do 2 AMS flares? No. And a tag. Chainsaw requires hands, right? Requires hands, yeah. Okay. Now that we have an idea, let's see how this works in practice. Scout. Dropping mine dispensers. Dropping quick cell double heat sinks. Put in double heat sink kit. Put in double heat sinks. Alright. And then put in the laser AMS quick cell. Half ton over, huh? Definitely put on the AMS flare. So right now we're half a ton low. If we replace with heavy ferro, we would have an extra 0.28 tons. If we replace with regular ferro, we would need to strip 0.05. So with 0.22, we get up to 0.36. We have one peel and stick armor. Doesn't really help much. Again, jump jets, unless you're able to go max, they're just less effective than moving most of the time. I mean, advanced zoom doesn't really help. Alright, I should say advanced zoom when we're usually... No, actually, you know what? This is a good bet for advanced zoom, because I'm going to put advanced optics on anything better than it. Yeah. And what sensors options do we have? No, that's cockpits. Sensor Sentinel would be an extra 2 tons. So that's not viable. Yep. Okay. Not viable, no hands. I mean, I don't really need the extra heat sink, but then again... Oh, no. If I use tag, it won't be breaching shot. That's part of the reason why I have... Yeah, okay. Now a truck backing up? Seriously? Okay, whatever. I could just slap in the laser AMS. Bonus AMS if somebody's shooting directly at the Scout. So I don't want to give it a tag, because then I won't be breaching shot. None of that makes sense. I mean, it doesn't have an ECM right now. That helps. Yeah. ECM helps. Actually, do I even need, like, the laser AMS firing off? Yeah, I probably should stick with the cooling rather than going with something else like C3. I would love to have C3 on like everything, but there are limitations. Like, I might actually consider putting an ultralight gyro on this thing at some point, possibly. Put a C3 on it as well. I can't put the XL because actually I can. Boom. And now I can put a C3 on it. Oh. Okay. That's problematic. Darn. Okay, never mind then. Alright. Cool. Sure. Sounds good. I mean, honestly, I could just completely forsake this thing's defenses and just put a C3 on it. But then again, the ECM gives me the option of either playing safer and having a shield of 3 and jamming of 2, or activating it and jamming the enemies and reducing jamming on allies. Trading 2 protection and 1 anti-jam for 1 anti-jam, and yeah. Yeah. Doing the thing where you get close and then mess with their sensors. Yeah. Good stuff. Alright. Hold on a second. So the damage fall off for the large X pulse is tied to its range. If I have bonus range, that means the damage fall off starts farther away. That's 1 extra hex before the damage fall off starts. And then it doesn't reach its lowest value until 10% further, which is another 2 hexes. Cool. I don't think I'm going to use the sensor's range anytime soon on anything else. Like, anything that has a big minimum range, I'd rather put the tracker sensors on and just play around the minimum range. Yeah. Good stuff. I like it. Cool. Boom. That's an improvement.
I'll get it in the schedule.
Irby. I think I have an improvement for you as well. So I have the quick cell double heatsink kit. And I have... Oh, only 4 quick cell double heatsinks. That's unfortunate. Because, yeah, minus 8 heatsink tons. Oh, wait, I can't even use a... I can't even use a heatsink kit here. Alright. So we have the bolt-on AMS, the AMS flare, and just a regular AMS. I mean... This goes kind of back to the whole, Wait, why did I put TSM on? Oh, right. For the extra carry capacity. So I could use both the flare and the bolt-on AMS. But yeah, this goes back to the whole what can explode in the mech if it starts overheating, or if it gets crit. Fires up to 35 shots per activation, so it's like, what, 8 activations? 35 times 7? 35 times 6, actually. So it's like 6 activations, actually, before this thing runs out of ammo. Or we can stick the... no, not Quicksell. The Laser AMS Clan on here. And then also be able to armor up a little bit more, which is really helpful if they're shooting at us from behind because we turned around. Or actually, hold on. Hold on a second. Okay, let me just rethink this for a second. Irby. Irby with patchwork. Irby drops AMS. Irby gains Quicksell AMS. Because there's a lot of times when Irby can't even shoot. Because he's slow. And this would mean at any point we drop the Irby on a battle or whatever, and everyone just sticks around the Irby, we intercept a lot of missiles for everyone, instead of just for the Irby. Although we do have the Pirate Fire Control system. But I think that's counted in, isn't it? So that's 37. That's 33, yeah. So worst case scenario, the laser AMS is firing off and overheating us. We just don't fire one of our ER large lasers. And because of the engine fuel cell, it should reduce the heat from the laser AMS quick cell by 60%. So it should generate 3 heat per activation instead of 9. Yeah, that's an improvement. That's an improvement I really like. And it also frees up an extra 0.1 tons. So we can add a little bit to the Irby's back. Always with the 0.99. Oof. Annoying. It's fine though. It's completely fine. It's fine. Okay. I think that's good. I think that is definitely an improvement for the Irby. Yeah, plus we have Breaching Shot. So with Breaching Shot, we're able to just shoot 1 ER large, to save heat, and do potentially more damage. Alright, let's do that. Cool.
Logged and noted.
Commando, I like just the way it is. Like, yeah, I could put some Pharaoh on it to do what, though? I'd have to put heavy Pharaoh on to free up more than a ton. And do what with it? We've already got his armor maxed, with bonus armor on the leg that has ammo. Not really a point in putting a different type of ammo in, right? Because, like, it's only 10 launchers. So, like, acid wouldn't stack up that much. I guess Magpulse could be good. But it's, again, it's only 10 missiles. It's not like, you know, it's going to do a whole ton. It's not going to do that much. I mean, there's the ammo SRM counter missile. If we're getting really bombarded with missiles, then we could switch to that and just use him, hide him somewhere safe, Does that actually work? We'd have to drop armor that way. Light Pharaoh only frees up 0.38. Okay, hold on. Actually, Heavy Pharaoh and Reinforced. That's half a ton too much. Darn. I wouldn't have minded giving him some more survivability. Yeah, there's no way. Alternatively, actually, yes, we can actually improve him. Give him a Guardian ECM. There. Oh, he already has an AR-24. Okay. Okay. He already has an AR-24. Then stealth. Oh yeah. It is going to generate extra heat though. But that's fine. Because we can actually save tonnage. Ooh. Hello. This is a thing. This is a thing. We only need -4 heatsink tons. Coincidentally, we have the quick sell double heatsink kit and 4 quick sell double heatsinks. Which 2 of them aren't slots. That's unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. Oh, wait. We had the engine heatsink removal. That's why we had to have so many heatsinks. Ah. Okay. So instead of Heavy Pharaoh, we do this quick sell double heatsink thing. Why are we over tonnage? Oh, because we didn't put any Pharaoh. We took away the Heavy Pharaoh and we didn't put any. I forget where I was. Oh, the stealth. That's why we were adding heat dissipation to it. So yeah, now Alpha Strike 24, sinking 32, but it's actually 40. It's just not registering these 2 heat sinks. And then we just need to strip off 1, 2, and 3. Actually, 1 and up. There we go. So yeah. And actually I'm going to put all the heat sinks on the same side, which is our shield side. So with that now, we have a stealth commando. And we could give it a heat bank. I don't think we need to though. 24, and then it's an extra 6%, which would be an extra 1-ish. And then an extra 6 flat would be 31? 32. 31 or 32, which is exactly what we're sinking. So it should be fine. Should be completely fine. And then we're going to put that mace back. Just in case. Just in case we decide to melee. For example, if we start running low on SRM ammo and we turn the SRM4 off. Sure. Sounds good to me. Why not? This is fun. I love messing around in the mech lab so much. I mean, +1 missile accuracy versus times 2.5 chance to crit. But this is also 10% cluster chance. Okay. Yeah, I'll stick with Artemis 3 then. Alright. No night vision, but that's fine. Alright. Then again, SLDF standard would give night vision, but I like the clustering. This is an improvement. It's now stealth, it's now cooler. We're no longer using the stupid engine heat sink removal thing. Yeah. It's good. It's good. Wait. Ah, okay. So we would actually need to also put in TSM. And I don't think we have any more. Yeah, I don't think we have any more TSM. Okay, so no mace. That's fine. What else actually do we have then? Do we have some more AMS flares? Yes, we do. Beautiful. Even more protection for our little commando. Nice.
On it. I'll let you know.
I'm really curious how long these little light mechs are going to last in this playthrough. Like, how far do we get into heavy territory before they start just exploding? Because I'm going to keep using them. I'm going to keep using them as long as I can. It's going to be great. Okay. Yeah. Did we free up any cockpit options? I mean, I like armored cowls, sure. Better than nothing. Sounds good. Cool. Give a little bit of protection to the death trap. Alright. Cool. Sure.
Right.
And last but not least, our rocket locust. Our crazy rocket locust. I mean, it works. It's got a rangefinder. It's got sensors, missile range, or fire control missile range. Do we have another fire control that I'd rather give it? Probably. Oh, we actually have a full Artemis 4 fire control system. Huh. Okay. I mean, actually, I think critical is better than missile range. Because if I remember correctly, rockets actually have a pretty high crit chance. And I'm not really going to use it anywhere else. Not realistically. Or I could just give it night vision. Nah, we'll do critical. It'll be more fun that way. Yeah, we're not gonna stick a gyro on a locust. Already using Indo, already using Pharaoh. Yeah, no, this is... I think we're good here. I think that is the play. Cool. Boom.
Log and note. Shouldn't be too hard.
Alright, so we arrive in 7 days, and we have 4 days, 4 days, 2 days. So that's 4 days is going to be after the Wolfhound. 5 days will be those 3. Yeah, so we're going to be completely repaired before we get there. Oh, right, engineering. We can build something
What brings
else.
you down here, Commander?
Honestly, we had the money for it.
Roger that, Commander.
Let's.
I'll get the crew moving.
Boom, now we can drop 8. Or, in 9 days, we can drop 8 mechs. Our tonnage limitation is still 400, but this should be fun. Just dropping a swarm of light mechs, running all over the place, backstabbing people.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Alright, so that's everything. So just to review, really quick. We changed our Bushwhacker into just an SRM, but highly accurate SRM Bushwhacker. So, we'll see if it's too slow. I'm pretty sure 5.7 is still fast enough most of the time. Hunchback became Super Punchback. Phoenix Hawk. Did we give the Phoenix Hawk a gyro? Yes, we did. Gyro XL. Oh yeah, still running the dual laser rifles, 1 hand each, and then all sorts of weapons strapped to it. Cool. That's fun. Cicada, we upgraded the Stealth X to NSS, improved its cooling a little bit, gave it night vision. Good stuff. The Wolfhound, we gave Stability Gyro. We're going to give it the Stability Plus Gyro, I think. Actually, then again, no. The Stability Gyro is enough. Grants entrenched after walking, minus 5% stability damage taken. That's fine. But yeah, this thing's good. This thing's real good. I'm very happy with the vast majority of my mechs. The vast majority of them. I would say all of them, but there's still... Like, the Phoenix Hawk has yet to be tested. It sounds good now in theory, but honestly it's very similar to how it's been, and it's been very lackluster. I'm hoping that's changed. The Cicada, I'm a little worried that perhaps this would be, you know, the tag, for example, would be better spent on AMS, because it did have the, you know, AMS that shot infinitely, never jammed before, and now it has no AMS at all. But it does have the Angel ECM, it does have the IFF Jammer Mark II, so surely it's better now, right? And our light mechs are just all incrementally better in various ways. Really excited about dropping the Irby on more stuff using the laser AMS quick cell. But yeah, then the Locusts. So wait, we took off the laser AMS quick cell here, replaced it with an AMS Mark II. So it will run out of ammo at some point, but up until then it should be pretty good at intercepting. Fires 45 shots per activation, 65% missile intercept chance, versus fires 6 shots per activation, 75% missile intercept chance. But it does 4 damage to missiles instead of 1. Or is it 2? 2? 1. Does 1 damage to missiles. Yeah. But we do have the caseless bin. The caseless bin fires twice. 2 times as much. So 65 will become 130. So it fires 130 shots. Oh no, 90. Fires 90 shots per activation. Still, that means if they're firing 2 LRM-20s, this AMS alone might intercept all 40 missiles. Whereas before, the laser AMS quick cell would intercept at most 6 missiles ever, period. And we do have the laser AMS quick cell on both the Irby and the Oscout. And the Oscout, I feel like we did improve. We no longer have the mines, which takes away a little bit of versatility. But again, now it has laser AMS to protect the entire team with. So cool. Yeah. Commandos, stealth now. Makes it a little bit safer. Rocket Locust, we didn't change, really. I mean, we gave it a critical fire control system, but... I mean, is there... Do I want to take a ton off of this thing? No. No, I don't want to take a ton off to give it Artemis 4. It's only 10 missiles. Like, only 10 missiles. I'm going to save the Artemis 4 for something better. In any case, we're about to arrive, and then we're going to call it a day.
Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
We'll look at this door first. I spent so much time in the mech bay, I'm sorry. If you didn't enjoy that, I probably already put a tandem rocket 20 bolt on. Really? I have to have that.
New weapon systems available.
That is going straight on my Locust. The newer one, by the way. Not the older one. Then again, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Sorry, I'm thinking of Exchanger. Bye. Yes.
New equipment available.
Okay, thermal vision, sure. Okay. Cool. So I'm immediately going to go and look at this locust real quick. This locust has 2 specialist slots to open. Should this locust have the machine guns? No. No. This locust should have the bolt-on tandem. Bolt-on tandem rocket 20. Boom. And that takes up its entire carry capacity. That's fine. It's quite nice. So, that's a potential tank kill. 2 structure damage per missile for 20 missiles. Oh jeez, but I am kind of tempted to put it on the other locust and give the other locust the Artemis 4 fire control system. So that all the rockets have evasion ignore. You know what? It's too funny not to. It's too funny not to. Okay, let's make it work. I promise it's the last thing. Alright, alright. Alright. So, first things first, the miniguns will go on the other. Which means... No, the TSM is necessary. Because we are going to put all the rockets in the world on this thing. We're going to put bolt-on incendiary rockets ×2 and bolt-on tandem rockets. That's too much for the TSM. Are you serious? That's hilarious. Alright, so the TSM is incapable of carrying that much. Hybrid TSM, no. No. So it would have to be heavy industrial. Which would drop... Wait, we have TSM? Oh. We'd have to drop that, do that. Which takes half a ton. But we can now carry all the rockets in the world. So we dropped the flamer, it wasn't doing much anyway. But then how do we get the fire control Artemis? Because that's an extra ton. I mean, do we put an engine upgrade? That would be so dumb. I mean, we have XL gyros, but that's only 0.6. That's not even enough. Even with an XL gyro, it's not enough. Oh, I want to so bad. Because, yeah, fire control Artemis works with rockets. It gives +1 evasion ignore with rockets. But it does weigh a ton. And we're dealing with a 20-ton mech. So unless I freed up a ton by replacing rocket packs... With what, though? Like, no. No. I mean, Pharaoh's only saving us half a ton. So I do still like the idea of all the rockets in the world on this one mech. Artemis 4 is sadly just not an option. Unless, actually, hold on. Hold on. I just remembered. We took this out of another mech. So now we need single heat sinks. 1, 2, and 3. Alright. So that saved us 0.75 tons. Oh man. I'm so close. I'm so close. This is amazing. This is gonna be so fun. No. Okay, so we have 5, 9. We need -6, -3, so that's all the heat sinks we need. But we need to shave off 0.29 tons. know what? It's fine. I don't think we have any other little quick sell stuff to save tonnage. No, we do not. But that's fine. We'll just strip off some armor. I mean, we're literally going to be running in, firing rockets like crazy, and then running away. So who cares if we don't have much armor? All we have to do is stick around for one big turn. Now, sure, it might explode on the first time we bring it out. We might lose everything. It's fine. It's fine. What's the fun of playing if you don't risk your toys on occasion? And then over here, we need the TSM... there. TSM. Weapons. And... where's the miniguns? Miniguns. Yeah, there we go. Minigun and minigun. There we go. This one's better now. Alright.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Okay. That's amazing. How long have I been recording? Oh boy! Wow. Okay. Yeah. So, that has been your episode of Roguetech for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a good one.